And it took generations, I put it that way, of Nike talent and Pepsi talent and people to bring it from when the guys sat in the room to write a script to we're actually going to make this movie and we're going to bring a line of product to life in unison with it. And the coordination of that is like impossible.
Only real content is gonna last. All that other nonsense is here today and gone tomorrow.
But I'll go back to Uncle Drew. And I say that because Uncle Drew was in many ways like one of the most complex partnerships I can imagine because there were really four partners. It wasn't a one-to-one, right? It was Pepsi and Lionsgate. And I'm, by the way, I'm saying four in the sense that like all of this sits underneath the engine that was Kyrie Irving and team, right? And his vision. This was about, his desire to do something with this incredible character and persona that he created. And that between Pepsi and Lionsgate and Nike, and then also Foot Locker, who was involved in a major way with how we did that. The fact that you had to coordinate across these four industries, some of which had worked together, but we had certainly never worked with Lionsgate on a major motion picture, right? We had built documentary film and done things in that sense, but this was a whole new ballgame. And it took generations, I put it that way, of Nike talent and Pepsi talent and people to bring it from when the guys sat in the room to write a script to we're actually going to make this movie and we're going to bring a line of product to life in unison with it. And the coordination of that is like impossible, right? I think a lot of the teams that have been, worked through Space Jam, right, for this next time through are going through a similar process, which was interesting to see the beginning of. And that coordination and the people in it, that to me was what was so special. I have lifelong friends, that came out of that. My guy Jason Brown was at Pepsi when we started that. When the movie came out, he was well on his way to working at and now he's at Champs. He was at East Bay while we were working on the front. Like it's been amazing because the connections and the people have stayed close in that because we were in it for the love of the project and we were gifted the ability to work on this because of, to be honest, KYRIE's dedication and commitment to making a movie while doing everything else in his life at the time. That sacrifice I think is always overlooked. That none of this stuff happens. None of this stuff is real. There's no engine. There's no give in that. And that was kind of the greatest fun in that every shoe that we built in Signature was a collaboration in my mind because we were working with the athlete, the root of the whole thing. And that was the most special part of Nike basketball. That was what was different. Our franchises had families, had friends, had feelings. They were real people. Nobody ever asked how the Peg 35 looked. You didn't have to go through that process. That was a nuance that was special for us.